In this video, we'll be talking about the pallet ID or lot ID barcoding abilities on the harvest scale system. This is simply another unique identifier that you can use to group fruits for better traceability to a third-party packing house. For a small farm, we may want to track individual pallets full of lugs, and for a larger farm, maybe we want to track a truckload of fruit, and we would call it a lot ID instead of a pallet ID number. Either way, the harvest scale system functions in the exact same way, and there are great benefits to using this identifier when it comes to tracking your fruit. In our online pallet ID or barcoding setup guide, you can see that the software has some specific capabilities to be able to mark different pallet or lot IDs as shipped and where they're going to generate a bill of lading that can be used as a receiving item at a third-party packing house. This makes the traceability between two entities really, really good. In order to start using this feature, you would have to set up a label ahead of time. In our barcoding guide, it shows you a couple of sample labels. Here you can see we've used a pallet ID as verbiage and our lot number as verbiage. Either way, the value contained in the barcodes is still pretty similar. You can see we're showing that it's the year 2022 and it is pallet ID number 1, and on the right hand side it's year 2022 and it is lot number 1234. Either way, the scale only scans the numeric value in the barcode, and these items could be handwritten by your crew leader or scale operator out in the field and then physically attached to the pallet or the truck that's heading out to the packing house. These work in the same way as the field and variety, as you would scan these before you start weighing the transactions you would like associated with the new number. So to change the lot number to 1234, we will scan that barcode, and you can see we now have value 2201234 scanned into the scale. Once you create transactions on that lot number, you can use some of our reporting features like creating a pallet ticket and scan that and enter in the pallet ID or lot ID you'd like to track. We have transactions on value 5566. So we'll enter that in and press the ZERO button once. And you can see here is an individual summary that shows what field and variety was picked on this pallet ID 5566, the fruit on the pallet, as well as the gross weight, because we know what the weight of the lugs are as they'd been teared off. There's also a high-level report, which we'll call a pallet or lot ID summary report. And if you scan this control code, you can see it will give you a very high-level view of what pallet IDs or lot IDs were created, their start and the stop time, and the duration it took to create each one, as well as the total weight on each. We hope that you take advantage of this feature in the harvest scale systems, and please go online to the barcoding setup guide for further instructions. The link will be below the video. Thanks so much for watching.